the Farsa joining in, it will be 2 late-game heroes for the side of Execration. And now for the drafts, guys. Give me your honest opinions for the drafts. I'll ask you first, Eterna.
I don't like that Lancelot into that Kaja, so I'm gonna go for Execration here.
Okay, 1 Execration. Rashi?
Logically speaking, I think Execration has the advantage as far as drafts go.
2 Execration, and I will also agree, guys. 3 Execration, unanimous decision here, because I feel Execration, if they're able to pull off the early game very well here with the Kaja and also the Benedetta, get a lot of pressure with the Farsa as well, I think they just might snowball this game. And again, like you said, Lancelot, if he goes in, not like last time, he can't be the one opening the fights, and LJ with this Paquito doesn't do a lot of damage and isn't super tanky. So we will just see how the game goes here in game number 1 of our lower bracket finals. Ladies and gentlemen, put your predictions in the comments because this will be a spicy game, but unfortunately we will have a pause right as we start. Now, since we have a little bit more time, Arashi, give us some analysis. Why is it a unanimous decision here for Execration based on the drafts?
I mean, as you mentioned, it was kind of forced to actually funnel down into the side of Execration, and they do have a very strong front line that's able to actually stop, you know, the aggression in that crew. And once they're actually stopped like that, they do have the Farsa, they have the Lunox, they have a bunch of follow-up available to just punish the members of Evos if they commit too hard into the fight. So if they don't get like a jump or like a surprise onto the side of Execration, it gets very difficult for them to actually get any advantage by default in the fight.
Yeah.
Oh, there is a ping issue here for the side of Evos Legends. As you can see, it is Anti-Mage reconnecting to the game, loading into the game, whereas everyone else is already in the game paused. So we will see from Anti-Mage, once he gets right into the game, it will be unpaused, and right now it looks like he has. It's just a little bit of more discussions here, waiting for the ping to go down, perhaps in the Evos Legends gaming hells, perhaps because they don't have smart 5G, guys.
I think that's the case.
I think that is the case.
That's a big difference.
Execration, they have smart 5G. And for Evos Legends, no.
Absolutely not. So,
Absolutely not.
as I was saying, so they do have a lot of advantage in the early game though, with the picks, with LJ on the Paquito. Even though we did mention that he hasn't been performing really well on that so far, it is a very strong hero in the early game, so they can make plays with that. But it doesn't seem like the rest of the people in Execration actually are going to be struggling too hard to deal with that kind of aggression.
Yeah, you're right. And it looks like it is actually Clover's phone here being worked on, Arashi. Oh, I think there might be some connection issues actually, not from Anti-Mage, but also from Clover. Not just from Anti-Mage, but actually also from Clover here, as they're trying to get the ping low. It seems like he will restart the game right there. But again, like you mentioned earlier, it is still, I think Execration has a better composition, because certainly they just countered every single hero from the side of Evos Legends.
That's the thing.
The Kaja counters the Lancelot, and also the dive from Paquito, right? Paquito, again, with this used to be a very good pick in the tank position because he has a lot of base damage now after the nerfs. He has like very low, but not very low base damage, still very good for a laner who builds extra damage, who can scale and build damage as well. But now a person who is building full tank on this Paquito doesn't do as much damage as before, and I think that'll hurt him a lot, and that has been the case in the past 2 games that we have seen this Paquito played on the tank position by Evos Legends.
I mean, it's better for like pick situations, right? Getting just a knock up and, you know, some damage and backing off.
So he does have good utility.
He does have utility, but the issue is...
I don't think he does have good utility.
Okay.
He has 1 knockout strike. That's the only knockup he has. The other things are all from damage. That's why Paquito hasn't been a successful pick for the tank position ever since that nerf came in. There's literally no utility. The only utility he has is that 1 knockup, and that you need to land that. If you miss that, it's over.
But it is somewhat spammable though, but my concern is that he can, you know, make that kind of play maybe to 1 person, whereas if they go in 1 by 1 like that, as we said, they have a Kaja, they do have a stun from the Farsa as well. There's a lot of tools available to just stifle this aggression. And so I figured that they would do better with the tank. They can maybe engage full on, you know, something huge. I mean, kind of ironic, but maybe like a Grok, right? They can just dash in and do, you know, wreak havoc through the whole lineup of Execration, and maybe get it messy that way. And then maybe first take on the Lancelot, they have opportunities to capitalize on.
They have to be very, very careful again. Even if they're very, very careful here, Fairstick, he has to be giga careful, okay? Because going against that Kaja, 1 misstep, even if you're playing properly, usually when you play assassins, you are still like more to the front side of the team fights. If Kaja has his flicker, he can get all these crazy picks, so he has to remember to be careful there. And there are a lot of players from the side of Execration that has invulnerability, like that Lunox, who can just go away when Lancelot decides to go in, and that is going to be a major factor as well coming into this game. Execration, I think they're untouchable here with the Benedetta as well, controlling the early game. There won't be a lot of punishment Lancelot can do to the enemy team.
Not to mention that, like we mentioned earlier, how Chakno is very good at actually picking off. Because we saw the other day he went with the jawhead and he would use the ejector. He flickered into 3 people and he was still able to like target the right person,
one.
get the mage, and actually get the priority targets that he wants. So that is now amplified with this Kaja because we know he is able to make these kinds of plays.
Yeah, you're completely right. I mean, it's going to be a tough one here for Evos, especially. I think at this stage, they also need to focus on being disciplined, guys. I mean, take that objective.
You're right. Discipline is the key. Respect is the key for Evos Legends. As we saw a little bit there, an unpause happening, and now we're going to get straight into game number 1 again, guys. Here we go. Evos Legends and Execration is in the finals of the lower brackets. KillVJ will be able to clear that wave, and Fersic trying to do the same here with the help of Rexy.
Yes, guys, and this is going to be a really important match because whoever loses goes to the 3rd place and whoever wins goes up into the grand finals. So this is all or nothing situation here, and I want to see the greatest gameplay here from both Evos and Execration. But here you see Kelra is just trying to clear her waves and Harith kind of stuck under tower.
Yeah, again, just playing under the turret, playing safely, and that is Anti-Mage actually winning against Renzio in the top side, getting a lot of pressure as Glue has to move around the whole place there, the whole map, to get back to his lane. And look at that, he actually goes in the top side. That is him taken very low, but again, it is E2 Max joining in. Anti-Mage caught in the bad situation right now as Renzio goes in for a re-engage. Anti-Mage forced to flicker away.
No.
E2 Max is right there. It will be Anti-Mage taken down. First blood by Execration. This was one of the winning conditions we mentioned earlier. Shut Anti-Mage down from the get-go.
Yes, you're super right here, and he had to go down there with a gank by Farsa. So yeah, that's the thing about Farsa. I mean, her mobility is super great, so she has the ability to roam around the map really quickly, faster than anyone else in the team. But look at how low Rexy's
Phantom
going.
execution to E2 Max, he gets taken low, but LJ is there, and now it will be the kill picked up by Rexy. An amazing flicker will secure that kill, as now they rotate towards Kelra. Kelra, you gotta be careful, he does have the flicker though, and now, oh no, Rexy gets slain as well. It will be a 1-for-1 trade as the Turtle Cam will come up by Razor, because Turtle has Pawn, and KillVJ will have the better position here to contest this Turtle.
Yes.
Start this Turtle up.
You're super right, as we see KillVJ already on that turtle, but yeah,
Fersic already going very, very aggressive onto Chakno right now, using the Phantom Execution, and E2 Max forcing LJ to use that flicker, but it will be the turtle stolen away by Fersic. Wow, what a play. The stun comes in, Anti-Mage looks for more, but no, they will just back away after that turtle. What a retribution by the Wonder Kid.
See, that's the thing. This is what I wanted to see from Evos Legends. You know, they knew when to go in, took that turtle away, and yeah, they executed and they managed to get a turtle here, an objective here.
You're right, and Fersic, what a fast play right there. He went in instantly, and he just went back, going with a Thorn Rose, securing that turtle. An amazing play by Evos Legends.
Yes, perfect timing there, Mirko. But Arashi, any thoughts on this game so far?
I think it's going quite even.
Oh, KillVJ goes onto Rexy, but it will be traded back now. That Fersic looking for a kill onto E2 Max will be able to get that. A trade of 1-for-1 as Anti-Mage joins the team fight onto Chaknu, but Divine Judgment will pull LJ back to the turret to get another one, another favorable trade for the side of Execration.
Yes, that was a 1 versus 2 situation there on that. But look how Clover, and he goes down.
Yikes.
Kelra being super, super aggressive there in the bottom lane as he's trying to shut that Harith down because he knows how crazy Clover can be on that Harith.
Solo kill here by Kelra as we take a look at the items, Arashi.
Well, everyone's still building up into their first.
Oh no, that might be a mistake here. Bayo's Spider being used, but it is onto 2 members as KillVJ joins in the fight. Renzio tries to bring Anti-Mage back, but he flickers onto the turret. Renzio gets taken low. Rexy is rotating to the top side. Renzio will be able to cancel Anti-Mage's recall there, but Rexy will also rotate to zone the Execration players away from that turret.
Yeah, I was gonna say earlier that it's looking kind of even, but Execution has a lot of pick advantage because the Farsa has more mobility.
No! Wait, is there a wait a minute? Is there
Just as you
a
were
connection
saying.
issue from Chaknu there because he stays still, and Clover now jumps onto Kelra knowing that his teammates are here to protect him. It will be Clover bursting down though. He has to be careful. Kelra picks up a kill, jukes Versik, and still stays alive here. Wow! The Brilliance of the Order buys a lot of time. Will it buy enough? No, it won't. It will be the kill picked up by Versik, but wow, buying so much time and even getting a kill in a 3v1 situation as LJ now jumps onto Kill VJ, and Kill VJ will be able to run away. Chaknu not able to cast that Divine Judgment.
That was really well played by Kelra there. I mean, crazy and sick micro plays. But as you can see here, the Lord has already spawned, and it is already at half health as Execration will try to... Oh, but Feather Airstrike goes up.
And now LJ jumps in. Anti-Mage also to the backside. There's a lot of AoE damage, but Versik is not able to do anything right now. Trying to execute the two members. Going on to Renzio. The damage is there. It will be Anti-Mage taking the kill. But again, it is a favorable trade on the side of Execration, getting the turtle and also getting two members for one.
Yes, you're completely right. Two members for one, guys. And Clover here getting chased down by Kelra.
That's very smart for Execration to actually focus there. Like they sent two people immediately to just stop Rexy from using doing any damage in that fight and just bursting him down.
Yeah, again, Kill VJ baits so many abilities. The Man Force was used for nothing as Kill VJ just gets away, and now he's looking for the mid side.
Yes, you're right here. And as you can see, top turret is getting really pressured. I mean, Glue is losing to that Lapu Lapu, guys. Any thoughts on this matchup in particular?
Glue and Lapu Lapu will have to wait because the Divine Judgment has been used, and Defender Airstrike will just secure a kill onto Rexy. He has died 4 times in the 5th minute here. LJ looking for a gank, but again, Kelra just way too slick.
Chaknu is just so scary on that Kaja, guys. I mean, it's so difficult. Evos, they want to play aggressive towards their playstyle, but they're just getting punished at this stage.
I think the issue is that they have less of a reliable engage from their side because it is LJ, again, as Mirko mentioned on the Paquito, quite unreliable crowd control compared to the Kaja, who generally, at every time the cooldowns, the ulti is off cooldown, can just get a pick with the Divine Judgment.
I really dislike this Paquito pick. I mean, the anti-mage on this Lapu Lapu is a better engage and a better has better utility as well with his stun. He can get way more, and it is much bigger there. As Versik actually jumps on the Chaknu. Look at that.
Oh, gets so low.
That was so close. Chaknu was looking for the Divine Judgment right there. Scary stuff here by Execration, but now another kill goes on. It is Clover getting dominated here in the bottom lane, guys. This is not something we are used to seeing. Clover, back in Indonesia, has always won the 1v1s, and here, he hasn't been able to get a single 1v1, 2 solo kills, and 1 gank, I mean, 3 deaths.
Clearly, the side of Execration understands how Clover is so potent in the late game and wants to shut him down, but on the other hand, Anti-Mage on the Lapu Lapu actually has a lot of space to
no,
maneuver.
Versik has to be careful. The Divine Judgment will pull him to the team, and it is Execration pulling all the stops right now. Anti-Mage joins in, goes into Kelra, but the Brilliance of the Order will still be there. Anti-Mage gets bursted, he flickers inside. A big play by Anti-Mage! Whoa, what was that? He is caught in the middle of everything though. Renzio's still trying to pull him back, but what a play. Trading 1 for 1, even though it was looking bad for Evos. Anti-Mage making the plays happen in this game.
I was just mentioning how he has a lot more space to maneuver because they're putting a lot of attention onto Clover in that bottom side.
Yes,
and
you're
right there with the tower taken, he has the advantage. He has more the levels that he needs and just makes a huge play in that team fight.
Yeah, you saw he was so low, and he still decided to flicker in front with the stun, getting more and getting the healing done. As now Kill VJ rotates towards Anti-Mage, trying to get a kill, but again, oh my god, Divine Judgment, and LJ has to back away because this is a disaster. LJ forced to flicker with that Feather Airstrike, and now Anti-Mage caught in the 1v2. We've seen this before. Now he's going in. The stun connects onto Kill VJ, but the damage is not there as Kill VJ still has a lot of abilities. Phantom Slash again and again. Anti-Mage trying to win the fight, but it will be a killing spree and a shut down for Anti-Mage right there.
Yes, I mean, at this stage, 8 minutes in, Execration is looking already like they're leading each and every lane here, guys. I mean, look at the turrets that they've pushed at this stage, but Arashi, I want to know more about the items.
Rexy actually very smartly understands he's getting focused on. There's plenty of physical damage.
No!
Kelra.
Clover once again gets solo killed. LJ gets pulled back. Real world manipulation, but LJ jumps him all the way there, and Thorn Rose will be used onto Kelra right now. Rexy will be taken out by Kill VJ. It is a killing spree picked up by LJ. No, by Kelra right there. Versik will be able to get that win as he gets a double kill for himself, but another 3-for-2 trade here on the map.
I mean, I was going to mention Rexy has a brute force burst, but understand that he's getting focused on by Kill VJ, but in that fight, it just didn't matter. Kill VJ just wore out his HP bar and just takes him out before he can even make any meaningful play.
Yes, you're right here. And now Lord is already up, guys. I mean, 9 minutes in, and it seems like that Blue was trying to pressure that top lane, but Clover was right
Oh.
there on the dot, trying to zone him away. But guys, we have another technical pause here. We're not sure from which side it is coming from.
We are not sure indeed. Perhaps the Evos Legends side right here, as we will get that confirmation. Yes, it will be Evos Legends having this technical issue. And look at the faces of Evos Legends. So far, they're actually still pretty okay right now. They have their hands up. And
LJ doesn't look too good.
LJ doesn't look too good there. He's still rubbing his face and not really a good showing here for Evos Legends so far, getting dominated in every single lane. Anti-Mage the only one trying to do something here from the side of Evos Legends.
Maybe there's just something in his eye, no worries.
Maybe. Let's be optimistic here.
Let's be optimistic.
Despite how bad it looks, Fersic is doing pretty okay. But the question is, can he actually still do enough, especially once against the late game when everyone is grouping up together? And as we mentioned, he is countered very hard by the picks from the side of Execration.
I mean, you guys predicted how much of an impact that Kaja can use, especially with his, what is it called?
His Divine Judgment,
right?
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, you can see like they can barely do anything at this stage. Like so many times Fersic got picked out and he just couldn't make any plays.
Fersic got picked off one time. Yeah, so unfortunately,
it is still very difficult though. Whenever he does go in, it's just like they're just so ready, and they understand that like he is the only one who is actually a threat, which is why Anti-Mage actually had I guess a moment of success there, because I think they really weren't ready for him to just come in there and actually survive that engagement.
Yeah.
And he flickers in to double down on his stance and actually gets the healing, gets the quote-unquote outplay, because they're actually putting a lot of attention to shutting down Fersic as well whenever he goes for these plays.
Yeah, you're right. So at this stage, how is it looking?
Right now, it's not really looking good for Evos
Yeah.
Legends. In the late game, I guess they can compete in the late game with Harith, but again, this Harith has been shut down
Exactly.
like crazy here
By
in the early
Kelra.
game by Kelra. Not just by Kelra, but also Kill VJ rotating to that bottom side constantly. And it's just going to be a battle of the late game here. If it, I don't know if it's going to go there, because right now, Execration, they have the lead, and they have the early game heroes like Benedetta and Kaja as well, so they might just go for the picks again and again, looking for these team fights, and it will just be, it's either Execration taking the game in the early stages here in the mid game, or Evos Legends buying enough time to get to the late game and giving them more of a chance. But again, for Execration, they have two very good late game heroes as well. They have the Pharsa and they have that Lunox, so in the late game it's still 50-50, and here it's not 50-50. Right now Execration is winning.
And associate, we saw Kelra against Clover. Once the matchup swings in one direction and he is that far ahead, it just gets difficult because he's able to just constantly get these 1v1 solo kills, and that just shuts down the potential for Clover to actually come back and make a huge play for his team.
You're right, you're absolutely right. As now we are still in this little issue for the side of Evos Legends, as we still haven't connected to the game.
But there's a huge difference between the Yve on the side of Evos and the Pharsa from the side of Execration, because again, the Pharsa is just able to make so many rotations with the bird form, actually going around and making plays, where the Yve is kind of stuck in the mid lane, where plays hasn't been happening where he is able to actually come in and make a difference. And in these fights even, Pharsa is just far up in the back and they don't know exactly where she is, and the further airstrike does huge impact, whereas whenever the fight breaks out, Rexy just tries to have some impact in the game, and Killvich is immediately on him, recognizing that the mages are the ones with the big damage in the early game, just shutting him down completely.
I mean, I saw that Paquito, that LJ on Paquito. I mean, he did manage to cancel that feather airstrike coming from that Pharsa. So there is some
if
impact.
they're able to dive to the backside, I think they will actually win this game. But again, their Rexy, who is stuck in the backside as well, is just going to get engaged on by Renzio and Kill VJ with that Benedetta. We'll have to see how this goes, because right now, even in the drafts, I do not like Evos Legends, Rashi.
There's just a lot of denial coming from the side of Execration, and there's a lot of dive coming in from the side of Evo, so it just like works into their game plan. So if they can find maybe again a situation where they're not ready, they do have the tools, as we saw Fersic able to actually one-shot and burst out all these squishy members from the side of Execration. But the question is, will this continue towards the late game when people are starting to group with each other and expecting Fersic to actually, as you mentioned earlier, in the previous games, he has been the one engaging the fights with the Lancelot.
Yes, you're absolutely right, Arashi, and that was it for the side of Evos Legends. You're right, you're right. And now for the winning conditions, what do you think Evos can do to prolong the game? Because right now, as of this moment, remember, Benedetta and Kaja going to the mid game are going to be very strong, especially with their lead that they have right now. What are the winning conditions for Evos Legends? We know that going to the late game is the option, but how do they get to the late game?
I think there are two options, and one is pretty morbid.
What?
But here's what I think. Okay, the Execration is making plays based off pickoffs, right? Always pickoffs, always pickoffs. There's a chance for them to actually maybe sacrifice one of their members to getting hit with the Divine Judgment and getting picked off like that. But after that is down and then continues using that momentum to actually try and get something afterwards. So they have that, since they're getting picked off anyways, might as well be prepared for it and pick someone to get picked off. At least it's someone that you decide on, you know? Could be LJ. Most likely it will be LJ. I mean, he's the best option. The second option is it's a bit more, it's a bit, I guess in a way, less guaranteed. But I think they need to go for a fight with Anti-Mage, because we saw the only person actually putting up a huge fight, we saw him earlier almost getting a 1v2, or at least putting up a fight in a 1v2, is Anti-Mage on that Lapu Lapu. And as we mentioned, he has a lot of engage, a lot of crowd control built into his kit. So if they can get a fight with the Lapu Lapu and try and make use of his toolset and try and get something along those lines, I think they have a better potential compared to playing right now around the bottom side, around Clover, because Clover is that far behind, as well as Rexy in the mid lane also behind. So playing with your winning lanes is a very true and tried concept, and I think this is their second option, aside from the sacrificial play, obviously.
You're right, and it looks like Evos Legends still has this connection issue, but they are still smiling, guys. They're still smiling, so they still have a lot of hopes here. LJ no longer rubbing his eye, I guess, right there, as he has most probably is still loading into the game right now, as you can see from the screen right there. Clover has connected, and Rexy now is the one with the problem. So there's so many problems here for the internet. Again, Smart 5G, guys. Get Smart 5G, our official telco tournament partner.
Yeah, you can
Oh, he's asleep.
Oh my god, KillVJ literally sleeping on his
He's
opponents right
asleep.
here.
Is he actually?
Wait, he's like, hey!
Oh,
Okay.
he heard me.
Hey, he went back. Hey, KillVJ, get up, man. You still have a match to win.
Actually,
All right, see? Okay, he hears me right here. He's probably listening
did
to
you plan
English.
this? He's reacting to your words perfectly. What's
Obviously, man. Me and the Filipino casters, we're tight. I'm tight with the Filipino players as well. Yesterday, I spoke to Edward, all right?
Oh.
And Edward said, yeah, it was good. He's a very humble guy, honestly. I didn't expect it. I thought he was more like Anti-Mage back in the Onyx days, right? When you ask Anti-Mage back in the Onyx days, how do you feel about your opponents? Easy la. Right?
Okay.
Easy la.
Classic.
Always win.
Classic response.
I asked Edward, how do you feel? You 3-0'd Evos yesterday. How do you feel? Yeah, it's okay. It's good.
Wait, hold on.
Evos
Just okay?
Evos was pretty good. He was very humble. Again, Edward, even though he's on top, he's basically the king right now. So humble.
I question whether he is actually humble or he's just like freaked out by how forward you are with the questions.
Yeah, maybe that was the
You
case.
just freaked him out a bit. He's like, oh,
But
yeah.
But in the end,
Who the hell is this guy?
who the hell is this guy? Yes. But in the end, I did say good luck to him. Perhaps that might be a jinx, because so far every team that I said good luck to has lost.
Oh, no.
Not the miracle jinx.
We have the miracle curse. The miracle curse. We'll see if that happens today.
Who did you say good luck to this match?
I said it's a Clover. Oh no,
Oh,
guys. Oh no.
He's immediately getting beat up in his lane.
No, it's
dude.
okay. It's okay. Negative equals a positive.
Okay.
Good luck, Philippines. Now it is
Equal.
an equal match,
Yeah.
all right? An equal match for both teams. I said good luck to Clover, and now good luck, Kelra. All right, so equal now.
Indonesia is a very superstitious country, guys. So this may have more weight than you can actually imagine.
Yeah, you're right.
Okay.
It is a very superstitious country. And now, since we are still in the loading screen,
I have a question.
you have a question.
Yes.
I have a question.
Shoot.
Your question is, did I talk to Venus? No, I did not
Oh
yesterday.
no!
I didn't talk to Wise
Don't.
either. I only
You're not
talked to
allowed
Edward.
to. Don't ever.
What do you mean?
No, you're not allowed to. Mariko's not allowed to talk to me.
What does she mean by this, guys?
Guys, what I
Type
want...
what you think in the comments.
Guys, let me ask my question.
All right, ask your
I
question.
want to ask, why do you think that Versik took Lancelot and not a marksman?
Hmm.
I think
There's like Ranger was open, no?
The thing is, he's only been playing Assassins ever since he got to the playoffs, so I think he's just sticking to his roots right now. He is more comfortable actually on the Assassin picks. If you take a look at his profile, right? He loves, his most played hero is the Ling. If I'm not mistaken, he has like 600 games on that hero, and he has a 90% win rate on Ling. And also the Lancelot is second there, and the marksmen were actually quite below. It was only a 70% win rate for the Yishin Shin, and for the Granger, I think it was only a 60%. And we haven't, based on his solo queue statistics, he doesn't really like playing that Granger.
You've been looking into his Mobile Legends profile.
Yes, ever since he joined the MPL back in Season 7.
Okay.
I mean, Versik is definitely a character to be interested in because he just came out of
16
nowhere.
years old.
16
Yeah,
years
that's
old.
true.
First year as a pro player from the MDL, picked up to revive the Evos roster that isn't performing really well in the MPL. He comes to the MPL undefeated, wins in his first year as a pro player, and was named the Wonder Kid of Indonesia here. The next generation.
Wonder Boy.
The Wonder Kid, Wonder Boy, Wonder Man soon, as he will turn 17. But yes, for you, Arashi, not just Versik here, but Kelra too. Kelra, he is also 16. Oheb as well. There's so many 16-year-old players in the grand finals right now. It looks like with the new talent coming in, the old talent will be passed away. Will be just thrown out the window. We saw here Blacklist with Oheb, right, with a 16-year-old beating Bren Esports, who also had a 16-year-old back in M2. That's how they won, Carl TZ. So many...
Right,
If you have a 16-year-old, you're going to win. that is the point right now, right? Bren Esports, how did they win M2? 16-year-old, we got Carl TZ. RRQ, back in Season 6, how did they win? We got Albert from the MDL, bro. He's 16 too. And now, Evos Legends, we got a 16-year-old too, buddy. We got Versik.
Okay.
And even from Execration.
Okay,
So, so what you're saying is, in Mobile Legends, it's all about the age gap.
It's all about the age gap. If you're old, no, actually no, because Dexstar from Blacklist is also, I don't want to say old. I don't want to say old, but he is
older.
Is he not the oldest?
He is the oldest player in Philippines, but he is not old in the general terms of old, all right? When we say old, it's like 40, 50, 60.
He's esports old.
He's esports old.
Just older.
He's
Dexstar,
esports
we
pro
love you.
player.
No hard feelings, alright?
No hard feelings, because Venus is also, I don't want to say old, but older is the word. So there is a mix of older players, like we see here as well from Evos Legends. We have LJ, a man who has been here all the way from Season 1. We have Anti-Mage, a guy who has been here from also Season 2, if I'm not mistaken. So a lot of veterans, and with the help of the new talent, bringing them in with their mechanics, carrying them, whereas the older players, they help with the macro game, with the knowledge.
Yeah, this is the cool thing about this game. There's a micro aspect and there's a macro aspect. And you can have all the mechanics you want, but if you don't have a good macro play, it's a disaster. And so just because you don't have the best mechanics, if you have that experience, that wisdom, and you can make great macro plays, sometimes, as we can see in these games, you can actually win or get an upper hand in these fights without even doing anything in the first place, just by better setup.
The new generation, Rashi, like you mentioned, is always going to be better in terms of mechanics than the previous generation.
Right.
Because the first generation, they're the ones who have to figure out the combos. The next one, they already know the combos of these heroes. They will be just perfecting the combos and so on and so forth. When the new heroes comes through, the next generation will already know how this hero works, will know how to maximize its full potential, and again, it will just be the new generations. That's why all these teams, they have to make sure we do not play the same players again and again, especially after maybe a loss, a disappointing loss, you know? Building on them is fine, but committing too much on them where you have so many young talent, especially in these countries like Philippines and Indonesia with probably the biggest Mobile Legends talent pool in the world. It is such a shame if they do not go and explore and venture for these new players, the new talent for this new meta.
As with anything, it's just we just have the liberty of having a beaten path from our predecessors, and that just allows for smoother travel, and the new generation is always able to cover farther distances.
Yeah, unfortunately, guys, it is still still something going on here with
still
the
a lot,
connection, guys. We are very sorry for the problem right here, as it is still, I think, Evos Legends with the connection issue. I have no idea who it is, guys, but
This shows you the importance
yeah.
of smart 5G, guys.
Importance of smart 5G.
Definitely,
You're
Arashi.
right.
The last thing you want is for this kind of situations to happen in your solo queue games, in your games with your friends. So, you know, y'all know what to do.
Switch now.
Yep. I hope you guys are enjoying this, basically this English Caster podcast, because it's been quite a while. I hope
is.
our conversation is somewhat still entertaining for you guys.
I mean, it is entertaining, 100%. You know why?
It is?
Because Kill VJ got up. He was asleep. Then he's like, "Oh, it's the English casters.
true.
I'm
Shout
gonna
out
Kill
get
VJ.
back
That's
up."
true,
Yes.
that's
Shout out
true.
Kill VJ.
Shout out Kill
And
VJ.
look, he's laughing
for
at
res-
you now.
Oh, see, dude, he's
How?
my
How?
boy. He's
Oh,
my
how
boy.
is he doing this? Wait.
This is Yo Kill VJ. Oh, he's
Guys,
guys.
tries to listen.
Dude, this is actually literally.
What is going on?
Yo Kill VJ, put your hands up. Right,
Come
I'm
on.
pushing. I'm pushing it too
Right,
far.
yeah.
I'm pushing it
That
too
was
far.
an attempt. That was an
That
attempt.
was an attempt. Imagine if he did it though.
That'd be crazy. Comments would have gone wild.
Oh,
like,
that-
what?
All right, a little bit
delayed.
late. Delayed.
lag,
Delayed.
lag,
I'll
lag,
just
lag,
say it's
lag.
delayed.
Yeah,
All right.
I agree.
Kill VJ still here, and okay, you see, he's still listening to me.
Yeah, it's
As
an
here.
international connection. There's
Yeah.
some delay, guys.
It's an
Come on.
international connection. You're right, but we are using smart 5G here in Indonesia. We don't know how, but we are using it here for the English broadcast. That is why we are so stable here.
Yes, you haven't seen us drop any frames.
Look, they laughed again. Perfect. I love Execration now. Thanks, guys. Thanks for laughing at my jokes.
See?
Usually, you don't get a lot of laughs from my jokes, guys. Thank you. I'm joking. Everyone laughs at my jokes. Who doesn't? Who doesn't laugh at my
Oh,
jokes?
Okay, clown.
Yeah, and they're, as I say, it's Kill VJ. He's like, hey, Miracle, shut up, shut up, man.
Hashtag miracle clown.
Yeah, he's calling me right now. Let me answer. Hello, Kill VJ? What's up, man?
He just ends the call. He just
Yo.
hangs up on you immediately.
I just answered the call, my guy.
What is going on?
All right, but Kill VJ. All right, you know what? No more talking to you. All right, no more. Why are you looking at me? Oh my god! All right.
No
More
way.
This game.
It's so well timed.
No, that was crazy. That
He
was
just
like
looked at you like,
telepathic
yeah,
powers.
yeah.
Telepathic powers right there.
You
But
said
yes,
something? Excuse me?
since
Hmm?
we're still in a pause,
Hmm?
we're kind of making jokes here to entertain you guys because there's nothing else to say. We've said everything about the game so far. We've said everything based on the items, based on how the winning conditions go, how they are supposed to
Graphic.
approach this game. And for you guys back in the comments, even though we are still pausing right now, show your support for your teams. Hashtag Evos Legends Roar or hashtag Execration Execute, is it?
I think that there wasn't like from the pre-show. It doesn't seem like they mentioned a particular hashtag. I might have missed it. But
Yes.
hey, if you guys enjoy
Oh,
the
no.
conversation,
Kill
tell us in the
VJ.
comments whether you want a podcast just to launch. Lamar.
Yeah, you better wake up. Sleeping on the opponents again. Alright?
And I think the annoying part of this is because like all these players are definitely in a certain mindset whenever they're gonna go in such a huge game, and long pauses like this just takes you out of that mindset.
Yeah.
And it's dangerous because
It's
we've
dangerous.
seen multiple times when games get that close and it's such a high level.
Yeah.
Just a small short pause is able to actually break the focus of players,
Yeah.
and
'cause
that
it
is
throws off the
something.
momentum.
Exactly,
actually-
and it's such a shame because it takes away from the victory for whoever team that actually comes out on top.
You're right.
And it also takes away the experience from the viewers.
Yes.
So that's
For
why.
sure.
have to deal
But
with this
no,
podcast.
actually, I think they're fine with the
Oh,
podcast.
they like Mirko. They like his podcast.
Thank
Hashtag
you.
English podcast, guys.
Hashtag English podcast. Hashtag MPL podcast, guys, for
Yes.
the next season. Brought to you by Mirko, Arashi, and Eterna. But here,
Okay, MSC podcast.
MPL podcast
Oh,
for
but
next
yeah.
season.
For next season.
But yeah, sure. It won't be all of us though for the MPL, right? There'll be but we're still on the English broadcast, so that's actually it works out. Yeah.
Yes.
Yes, you were right here.
My bad.
But now it is still a connection issue again for
It
Evos
must be a
Legends. It
connection
seems
issue.
like they're still trying to reconnect to the game. Wow.
I find it funny how they can't reconnect to the game, but like we can see the broadcast, so we can see them struggling to reconnect.
Yeah, the thing is, the ping is huge, and yes, for now, it is still them waiting around. We don't have the same telekinesis power. Oh, we don't have the telekinesis power there with Evos Legends, so unfortunately, I cannot speak to
Yes.
them.
It's because we're connected through 5G, smart 5G, and
Yes.
Evos isn't using it.
But guys, unfortunately, because of the long pause, we will have to push it back. We will be back with the game and the English podcast. But first, let us give you to our friends back in the post-show, pre-show. Take it away, Janice, Momo, and Goni Chang.
Alright, thank you so much, Mirko, Eternal, as well as Arashi, for trying so hard to fill the gap just now. I mean, you guys really do have the talent, I will say. That was pretty entertaining, but I feel like, guys, we have pressure here. I mean, Mirko and Eternal and Arashi, they did a really good job just now, dubbing the conversations between what's happening with the Execration team as well as E4 teams. I mean, nobody really want to have technical issue, but you know, at the end of the day, sometimes even though we prepared so much for this event, MSC, like even during the GR, we've checked everything went smoothly, but sometimes, you know, just when the show is about to begin,
Exactly. Well, sometimes things happen.
things happen, you
Yeah.
know, when life gives you lemons. This is exactly
Momo,
that
continue
situation.
please.
It becomes sour after life
Yeah.
gives you lemon.
It becomes sour, but hopefully we can make a lemonade out of it. So guys, to be honest, I don't know what to say anymore, but you know what? I will inform you guys about this giveaway that Razer is also having, guys. So we are having our one last giveaway to celebrate this amazing MSC journey, courtesy of Razer, our official gaming gear partner. So
Yeah.
obviously you guys have your favorite moments throughout the competitions, and we want to hear that from you. So please do post a picture or story to your Facebook or Instagram account about your favorite MSC moment, and don't forget to tag at Team Razer and include the hashtag RazerMSC to enter this competition, and you can win yourself a full set of the products. Right here we have the Razer, brand new Razer Kraken KTVD, as well as the base station Chroma V2 and the hammer hat True Wireless Mercury.
Yep.
Guys, I mean, I was so excited already. It was, it was too
Momo.
bad.
Yeah, we just started our first game, and unfortunately,
Technical
there's some
issue.
technical issue as well
Yes.
from Evos
What,
Legends.
what do you think about the game so far, Momo?
Clover is having a bad time.
Yeah.
He didn't manage to maybe get a lot of free time and free space as well to scale his item here because this Lunox, okay, from Execration.
Execration.
Yep.
Kelra.
Yep, he zoned out. He tried so hard to zone out and even try to giving a hard time as well for Clover to just back away and try to get the objective as soon as possible for Execration here. So I think Execration now they are leading. Maybe they're having so much objective upper hand right now. But Evos Legend, if they try to drag this game into the late game, maybe they can try to work on that Lapu-Lapu for anti-match here. But yeah. I'm looking forward for maybe another intense match here, but unfortunately we are having a technical issue, so we have to wait.
Yeah, I
We're
mean,
still having.
a lot of you actually questioned
Yep.
what happened, why Evos is not playing here
Yeah.
in the studio with us. I mean, because considering the update of the current pandemic situation, so I
Yeah.
think MSC, we are forced to implement an even stricter measures as well as tighter precautions. And obviously, everyone's safety here is our number one priorities, including Evos player safety.
Exactly. Well, that is, of course, our priority. But then again, we all have been tested, and of course, from cast and crews are basically safe.
Yeah, I mean, we're all has been tested negative from COVID-19, so yes, but unfortunately with that we have to have Evos Legends playing in this league, in this tournament from their own gaming house, and well, things like this is inevitable.
Inevitable indeed.
Yeah, anyway, Momo-chan and Goni, you guys has been with us from the very beginning of the playoff. You know what, we say what we want to say about Execration and Evos Legends. Do you guys have any favorite teams? You know, from the 12 teams we had.
Momo, start from you.
I really like Blacklist International in my own personal opinion because they look so strong. Like I always say this, the same reason why Blacklist looks so strong, because they have the early composition, they have the maybe strong and a good backup as well for all of the teammates inside. They have Oh My Venus and also the Wise and even though their combination, their combo, their maybe I can say their chemistry, they're bonding so well, okay, it's other, but I don't know why. I just feel that Blacklist International probably they could be the next champion for MSC 2021.
Yeah, they totally have a very high chance.
Mm-hmm.
Definitely the crowd favorites as well. I feel like not only the Philippines are actually rooting for the Philippine
Yep.
teams, but we saw so many supports coming for Blacklist, for Execration
Yep.
from the other countries as well, from Southeast Asia. And Goni, any memorable experience thus far?
Memorable experience. Every moment here is actually a pleasant experience, but of course, watching the games, watching the players play, battle it out in the Land of Dawn has been very, very intense. They're playing, but I'm the one who's sometimes nervous to just
Yes.
watch. But yeah, that is one of the most, experience memorable
Experience, yeah.
correct.
Yeah, and once again, guys, if you have your favorite moment during the MSC, don't forget to share it to the world. Let the world know. Post it to your story, post it to your Facebook, to your Instagram account. And don't forget to tag Razer, okay? Because you might have a chance to win this full set, brand new gaming gears from Razer, waiting for you to bring them home. Anyway, I actually found out about the hashtags for
Oh, Execration.
Execration.
Yeah.
I think it's Shot.
Access
Access
shot?
shot?
Access Shot.
Access
I
shot.
think Access Shot because I'm looking at the comment sections right
Oh,
now.
it's Access Shot.
Access Shot. Oh, I mean, well, Execration fans, if it was not the right hashtag, do let me know real quick in the comments because I am reading your comments live right now. It's amazing to see such amount of support from all these MLBB fans
Yeah.
in Southeast Asia. And I know everyone, I know you guys want to see the game. We too.
I mean, we are
Yeah.
still waiting, guys. Hopefully, though, it will come up very, very soon. But
Very soon, yeah.
please
Yes.
do understand that some technical issues require
Yes.
time.
Yeah, that's why you have to use that smart 5G connection.
Exactly.
Exactly, right?
I know because with Smart 5G, it's like the most powerful and it's the fastest mobile data network as well. And you can totally level up your gaming and you can experience about where you never thought possible with Smart 5G.
Yeah, this is why maybe all the Philippine teams look so strong because they are
Oh,
using the smart 5G, maybe, right?
That's
Eunice Ann?
it. We
That's the
finally,
secret.
we finally find out about their secret. It's a Smart 5G, guys. Or maybe they are using Oppo.
Oh,
Right.
Probably both.
Probably
Probably
both,
both,
you
yeah.
know. Double the power.
Double the power, indeed,
Yes.
guys.
they have the skill, they have the all the macro plays here, the micro and macro plays.
But Momo, you were writing down when we were in the talent room. What were you?
What were you
writing
writing
about?
Which
down
one?
about?
Which one?
In the talent room. You
I-
were really, really.
yeah,
into
actually, I'm looking into the game just now
Okay.
because I like I said earlier, okay, Clover having a lot of hard time when he has a 1v1 situation
Okay.
with Kelra with his
Yeah.
Lennox. So yeah, I'm just keep paying attention into Clovers.
To the plays.
Into the plays, yeah, into the
To the
plays that are coming from both of
situations as well.
players, yeah.
Wow.
Kelra did a good job right now with his Lunox and even Chaknu.
Definitely.
The same strategy, okay, with this Kaija, with the flicker, the surprise initiation coming from Chaknu. It's so amazing, okay. It
Wow.
happens once when when Fersik he can try to catch Fersik with that divine judgment, and it works perfectly and works turned out amazing for Execration.
For
They won the
Execration.
skirmish and yeah, maybe let Evos Legend to push he pushed them back away.
Okay.
All right. So, guys, anyway, what do we say here after seeing that how the early game goes?
Yeah.
Who do you think will own that first game?
Gotta be honest with you guys. I think Execration will
Yeah.
take game number 1.
Me too. I think Expression they have a strong early competition here, so I'm looking forward if First Legion they can do something. Try to drag this game to the late game maybe.
All right. Anyway, guys, in a few moments we're gonna cut again back to our caster Mirko Eterna as well as Arashi, and don't forget to leave your support here in the comments. Whether you're Evos Roar or Access Shout, we wanna hear from you. Well, casters, wherever you're ready.
Well,
Yo, what is up, guys? Welcome back again to the caster desk right now. And this is still waiting for the game. Perhaps only 2 more minutes for wait time. But again, like our friends there predicted, it is still Execration. Gani mentioned that Execration will still have this game based on the predictions, based on the analysis as well, because they do have the gold lead. They do scale to the late game as well with 2 heroes.
Yeah.
So it is definitely on Evos Legends to perform right here. All the pressure is on Evos Legends. Execration, they're feeling very comfortable, as you can see from that face cam. KillVJ was sleeping as I was calling him to wake up.
Yep.
Yeah, I mean, but Evos always gives us enough surprises. I mean, we've seen a lot of surprises from them in the past. So
Yes.
at this stage, I'm also rooting for Evos here. And I want to show our support as well for Evos because it's still 9 minutes in.
It's still
If
9
I'm not
minutes in, and
mistaken?
it's still the first game of a best
Exactly.
of 5, guys. Okay.
So anything could happen.
Yeah, last time this happened, Execration, this is the same thing. Execration won
That's
game number 1,
true.
Evos Legends won game number 2 and number 3. We will see if that will happen again here today. And as we can see, the players are finally ready to get into the game. Everyone's already holding their phones, holding their Oppo phones with their smart 5G connection. Perhaps Philippines are going to make smart in Indonesia so that these players will not have any connection issues. Now, but no, there is still a pause. They are still sleeping. And now,
Oh, no,
okay,
no, no.
Calron's like, hey,
Here we
hey,
go.
we play. All right, and now we will get right into the game real soon, as the game will be unpaused after everyone confirms that they are ready. But the players are ready, the casters are ready. Are you guys ready back at home? Hashtag Exashot or hashtag Evos Roar in the comments. I want to see who has the more supportive fans, Evos or Execration. Spam the comments, ladies and gentlemen, before we get into the game. We are 1 minute away from unpausing, and we will then see this battle of the Titans as the first seed from Indonesia will take on the second seed of the Philippines.
And this is going to be a very intense 1-minute countdown on the timer.
40 seconds, 43 seconds. Guys, game number 1. I'm just excited to get right back into it.
I am very excited. 35 seconds into this game. And from the faces, both of these teams still look very confident. Evos Legends with a lot of smiles, and also from Execration, sleeping.
Yeah, I think, again, considering that Evos is a team that needs to actually go the extra mile to win the game, this might be a bit difficult because now they lost track of most of the stuff they need to do, most of the early game opportunities that they have. So we'll have to see how much they can do once they get back into the game.
You're right. And now, oh my god, guys, right after Evos Legends. So we got info. Evos Legends has said that they're ready, or we are ready, and then Execration now with their own pause. So we will have to wait another 2 minutes for Execration as they will set up a pause for themselves. They do not want to lose against the Indonesian teams. You pause
No.
for 15 minutes?
I'll
We
pause
can do
for
that
2.
too. We want to do that too. 2 minutes for you. All right, you wait like we wait.
Clearly very competitive, well, in both teams.
Yeah.
Even with
And,
the pauses.
You know, the smallest thing, the smallest amount of maybe mental warfare can make a difference. So this is probably their attempt in trying to match this whole mental aggression situation.
Yeah, you're completely right here. Okay, 2 more minutes, guys. Maybe they're prepping.
2 more minutes.
They're-
Maybe they
they're-
are
they're
prepping.
prepping.
They are maybe prepping
It's like,
here.
okay, you do this, and I do that, and you do that, and then, okay, we're
Maybe
good.
KillVJ just wasn't awake yet.
That's
Yeah.
true.
They need to get them some coffee right there. And let's get straight into the game. It looks like the players are already in the game right now, as I see a lot of tapping on their phones. Let's get straight into the game in 5 seconds, and the unpause will happen right here. Let us see. Finally, after a long wait, getting back
Let's
into the
go.
game. Thank you, but it's a 0-0. Hello? Okay, maybe there's just a little
It's
bug
fine,
there.
it's fine, it's
there's
fine.
a bug
It
there.
just
There's
started,
a glitch,
it
but
just started.
the gold lead
Oh, there
is
you go, there you
still
go.
for Execration. Okay,
There
there
we
you go. It has loaded in.
Okay.
And Execration still in the lead. 8 kills ahead, and they are, if I'm not mistaken, 2 turtles as well ahead.
Yes,
Execration with 2
you're right.
turrets to Evos Legends is 3 turrets. We'll see what they can do with this 1,000 gold lead, actually.
And Farsik and KillVJ both doing really well. Actually, the same level right now. Again, there is still room for Evos to actually make plays.
Yes,
You're right,
you're
Execration
here.
now opening the map, and Chaknu goes for the divine jump, his feather airstrike being used. Clover now passes him on, forces KLJ, and Fairsick jumps to the backside, but again, Renzio is right there. Clover is caught, Purify used, but Clover will still be taken down. It is going to be kill picked up by Renzio, as Fairsick secures the killing spree of his own. Anti-Mage going onto Kelra, getting the kill, and jumping back. Renzio will look for a re-engage, but for now, it is a 2-for-2. LJ still just going back and forth with Renzio.
Yes, you're right here. They have, oh, not an advantage. Okay, there's still 4v3 situation here on the map as Lord is already up, but it seems like Renzo and Anti-Mage are just trying their best to clear that middle minion.
And this is what I was talking about earlier. They actually sacrifice Clover technically, and they do pick off Kelra and Chaknu, so that's a worthwhile trade for them. If they can keep doing that, technically it's still a possible play for the side of Evos.
Yeah, you're right. Evos Legends, they need to play very conservatively, looking for picks all across the map, because right now, Execration, they still have the lead. Although it is already a 1,000 only gold lead for the side of Execration, a lead is a lead, and we've seen how crazy Execration can go, especially in the team fights in the mid-game.
Yeah, I can see here Evos Legends already rotating for that Lord. But as you can see,
wait, they're just going to start this up. It is actually Kill VJ in the top side going against Anti-Mage, and this will be most probably Evos Legends taking this, but look at LJ, already taken very low. Clover forced to use his on-force to defend. The airstrike comes in, but E2 Max will be the target. He's going to get... No! It's Fairsick shut down! Clover looks for it, but the Lord has been slain by Execration! A disaster for Evos Legends here!
That's a catastrophe of events. Oh my god.
and with that pressure, they're taking down that third-tier turret there.
Oh no!
And a monster kill.
You're right, and Anti-Mage gets picked up as well. Execration just pushing everything. 5,000 gold lead, looking for the turret in the 11th minute. Remember, this is exactly how Blacklist beat them yesterday in the 12th minute. And Execration with this huge lead now. I think they're just going to end it for the next team fights.
They still have a big minion wave in the bottom side, so they're going to try and use it to get the tower as well. And there's not much Evos Legends can do, especially since Anti-Mage is still 5 seconds away from respawning.
Yes, I mean, Lord is already halfway there in the top lane, guys. And it seems like Execration here now trying to keep that pressure on the middle and bottom lane.
Still able to jump in and jump backwards as now it will be Anti-Mage in the front of everything, in the midst of everything. But the reload rotation being used, Anti-Mage still buying a lot of time, but the killing stream is secured by Kelra. Now Renzio brings LG back to the team, but LG will be able to dash away. Now Renzio is the target, he will be taken down. It is a kill picked up by Clover, as it is a 1-for-1 trade for the side of Evos Legends. But the Lord has spawned on the top side, Eterna.
Yeah, it looks quite good. I mean, Evos put a really good defense. That's Feather Airstrike.
Oh my god, Fairsick gets deleted right there. Execration looking for something. Zaman Force has been popped. The Brilliance of the Order is still there. Kill VJ looking for the final blow to the backside. Clover still dashing away, doing a lot of damage. But now he's actually outplayed. Kill VJ gets a kill. He gets a shutdown, but he's traded back. A 4-for-2 trade, as Rexy is the only man standing. There is Anti-Mage, who is just respawned. But again, Execration getting all the better picks here, as the turrets are pushing on every single wave. Chaknu looking for the Divine Judgment onto Anti-Mage. And now for the airstrike, he used Bravest Fighter as well to Kelra. Brilliance of the Order is still there. Jumps on the Chaknu as Rexy follows it up. Sun connects, but it's not enough damage. Kelra picks up Unstoppable. A double kill for Kelra. Fairsick is now up. Will he be able to defend this base? It looks like he will for the time being.
Yes, you're right here. Fairsick doing all he can, and he goes in for that Chaknu, but Chaknu still manages to escape with such a sliver of health, and they are being able to clear that middle lane. So, guys, another day, that defense by Evos Legends here, as Execration is forced to retreat, and maybe they have to do something around another Lord, guys. But here, the item builds are already up, and I want to know what you think, Arashi.
Well, Kara has a full item, like full items at this point, and we saw the amount of damage is huge. And as always, Chaknu with the fleeting time, just having insane pick potential. And from the side of Evos, it's just very measly items built here. Like at most they have 3 items each, and no one really has a huge advantage.
Oh no, Anti-Mage getting chunked there as LJ now trying to run away. Split being used onto Anti-Mage, trying to look for a pick onto Anti-Mage. Kill VJ joins to the team fight. Anti-Mage will be able to dash away from that one. LJ will be killed by Kelra once again. Anti-Mage brought to his team, but it's going to be a kill picked up. Clover now dashes in. It will be the real revelation. Kill VJ gets taken down. Clover still winning this team fight right now. It is 2-for-1 right now, as Renzio jumps onto Clover, going to be able to dash dash all the way. Clover gets picked off. Renzio with this glue pick is insane. And now it will be Evos Legends under defense. Chakru looks for the Divine Judgment. Repair6 still able to run away, still able to clear the minions, but he will be taken down finally by E2 Max. Immortality by Repair6 tries to jump around. Rexy will be the final target that falls down, and the game number 1 will be taken by Execration by storm.
Guys, what a crazy match. I mean, game 1, that was hella intense and quite long, considering with how many pauses that we got there.
Once the pause just was over, like they just all made plays like their life depended on it. I
That's
guess
so
they were
true.
as